Hey there, I'm Brandon, and this is the Dirt Church Devotional. I want to take a moment and read to you what I think is one of the toughest, most difficult passages in all Scripture, at least one of the most difficult to apply to our daily lives. It comes out of James chapter 1, starting in verse 2, and this is what he says. Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. You know, as off-road riders, whether on motorcycles or four-wheelers or Jeeps or whatever, we place ourselves in positions where we can get in trouble. We place ourselves in positions where we can get stuck, we can break down, we can be out in the middle of nowhere, we can get hurt. And knowing that, we still do it. I don't know, maybe there's something a little bit wrong with us in the head. I don't know. I've had a lot of situations, but I still do it. Why? Not because I'm so afraid of that incident, but because I look forward to the joy of having gone through it and made it through. I've broken down, I've broken bones, I've broken bikes, and I keep going back because I enjoy the after effects. I enjoy the thrill of being able to say I made it through. Now Jesus, get this, Jesus went through very difficult times. In fact, on the night that he was betrayed, while he was in the garden, he was praying, Father, I don't want to do this. Take this cup away from me. If there's any way that we can do this, if there's any way that we can save humanity without me drinking this cup of suffering, without me going to the cross, without me being beaten, without me dying, let's do that one. You see, and this is what James is talking about. He says, consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds. What it takes for us to do that is going to be a shift in perspective. We've got to get our eyes off of the here and now, off of the issue now, and look down the trail to the blessing. We look down the trail to the checkered flag, if you will. You see, in the writer of Hebrews, it says that for the joy set before him, before Jesus, he endured the cross. For a moment in the garden, he was looking at the cross, and that's where he got frustrated, and that's where he got, oh, hey, let's say it, scared, anxious. He didn't want to do it. But he chose to look beyond the cross. You see, his focus wasn't the next day where he's going to hang on the cross. It wasn't 3 days in hell. It was Resurrection Sunday when he was going to rise from the dead, defeating death, putting Satan under his feet. He was looking forward to the time when you and I can come to him in faith and not have to worry about all of the sacrifices and all these different things, but in faith believing that he paid the price. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross. And for the joy set before us, we endure hardships, and we need to. But look, James continues. He says there's more to it. Number one, we need to understand, as I said, it's a shift in perspective. The end goal, number two, is maturity. That's what he says in verse 4. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature. But check this out in verse 12. Blessed is the man or woman who perseveres under trial, because when he has stood the test, he'll receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. Man, when God makes a promise, he keeps it. You make it through the trial, you make it through the difficulty, you get through and you look beyond it, there is a crown of life. There is a blessing waiting for you. So as you're going through the hard times, try and look beyond it. Change your perspective. Understand God's got good things in store for you. Chew on that. We'll talk to you next time.